everyone, we are moving on to compositions, and it will be a quick video, but make sure you pay attention. This is Miss Ogier
and Miss Perrier,
and we will get started. So just a quick reminder of everything we've done so far. For a dilation, if you see something like this, that means to multiply the scale factor by both coordinates, and you would end up with 610.
The second one's translation. So for this one, all you're going to do is take your translation, which is x and y, and add it to your point that you want to translate. So 2 plus 3, negative 3 plus 5. So our new point would be 5, 2.
With the reflections, you can physically do them if you want, of course. Just a quick reminder of all the rules, so you have them on another piece of paper. With reflection on the x-axis, your y changes. Remember, that just means changes sign. For reflection on the y-axis, your x changes sign. For y equals x, this one we suggest you memorize. You're going to switch your coordinates, so 5, 3. And then for y equals negative x, you switch and change, so negative 5, negative 3. Again, the 2 on the bottom are the 2 we recommend you memorize out of all of the rules.
And the last one's rotation. So again, you can do this physically by rotating your paper to the left, but here again are the rules. So for rotation of 90, all you got to do is swap x and y, so change their positions, and then change y. So if it's positive, make it negative. If it's negative, make it positive. Rotation 180 is just changing x and y, so from positive to negative, negative to positive. And then rotation 270 is swap and change x, so change y and x, and then change their sign.
Okay, so what a composition is it's when you do more than one transformation at a time. So for example, you have a translation, and then that is followed by a dilation. We have a special notation for that, and it looks like this. So for this, it's telling you that you're going to perform both a dilation and a rotation. What you need to remember in this notation is just how it's read. You always do the one on the right first. And you're going to hear this in class. Which one do you do first? The one on the right. Okay? And it's just a mathematical notation thing. It's just how we read that. So we would do the following. To find r prime, we would dilate by 2, so 6, negative 4, because I multiplied both coordinate points by 2. And then I would rotate that point 90. I'm not going to go back to the original. And this would be called r double prime. So I'm now applying the rotation 90 rule. I switch them and change the sign of the y to the prime point. So you get 2 images. You start with your pre-image, you get your first image, you get your second image based off of the prime, not back to the original. So let's do another example.
So we have our triangle ABC with E.
I changed the letters, no big deal.
So we have those 3 points there, and we want to reflect it over the line y equals 2 and rotate it 180 degrees. So we got to rotate 180 degrees first and then reflect it. That we always do the one on the right first. So when we rotate 180 degrees, all we're doing is changing the signs. If it's positive to negative, it's negative to positive. Then we're going to reflect it over that line, which is, you'll see the line drawn out there, y equals 2. And then we're going to just reflect it over that line. And all you got to do here is count the boxes, how many boxes it is. From the line to your point, you go over, as you can see it being shown there. So again, those would be double prime, and when we do that, those where all of our new points will be.
So just a quick reminder, you can do it on the graph as we showed you, and then these numbers you're seeing on the left of your screen, the +3, +1, -1, if you want to do it with a rule, you would do the following. So you would say, okay, -1 to get to 2, you know that you have to add 3. So then you're going to add 3 again. 2 plus 3 is 5. 1, you have to add 1 to get to 2, so you're going to add 1 again. 3. So it's basically like you're counting spaces. I don't encourage you to do this unless you're kind of comprehending what we're saying right now. If you're like, whoa, what's going on with these plus and minuses? Go back to the graph and count your dots. But basically, it's counting your dots without the graph, if you can conceptualize that. All right, and for the last example, we would like you to try that. So you have a composition of the reflection over the y-axis and a translation of 3, 4. These should be easy to do at this stage of the game for you. Just make sure you pay attention to which one to do first. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you in class.